just ordered in this, they call it a Bivy sack, but it's a one-person tent that's just big enough to fit a sleeping bag. It's waterproof, and the reason that I ordered this one is because it's a one hoop system. And what I have in mind with this is I needed something that would set up in the van for use as a snowbank kit shelter. This is going to be a small micro shelter. I need to do a little bit of rigging. To make this hoop stand upright, this end needs to be anchored. Doesn't take much to anchor it. That's an 8-pound iron, clothes iron, that's just sitting flat on a tiled concrete floor. And there's a bar through the hoops on this end. That's all that's holding this end back this way. And on this end, I basically have the same thing. I got a bar through the hoops, and then there's just 2 irons that are providing the weight to hold this end. If I take those 2 weights off, then this hoop will collapse down. There's stiffeners down here on the toe that will hold the bag up and off your feet. This was meant to be set up like a tent, so I'm still figuring out how the best way is to make all of this stand up the way that it's designed. What I'm thinking is there's 2 hoops here that appear to be meant to hold it up. The picture that they supplied doesn't show any extra hoops. It came with 5 tent pegs. These are both the same little bivy. It comes in orange and green. I got the green because I don't want to be day glow out in the middle of the timber if I decide to use this. If I decide to use it outside the van, it'll be a definite option that I could use it outside the van, but mainly I got it for an emergency kit. So what I'm thinking is I would get some short pieces of 2x4 and drill a hole in them, and either use you know, like a piece of rebar, piece of heavy wire, maybe, just to make an arch over the top. Then I could just tie it up with some bank line. Down here at the toe, it's looped in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's six loops down here that I could easily put another piece of wire, or you know, another with a piece of lumber. I could just stretch it across the toe, because I'm not sure if these should go straight back or whether they should go outward, which is, you know, something else I'm going to have to figure out with time as I set it up. There's no instructions. There's just a picture from far away, so seeing how it sets up right would be a bonus. A piece of 2x4 straight across with a hole drilled on either side. I could put a piece of heavy fencing wire and create a hoop for this toe section. And with some simple hinges and stuff, I can create two side pieces that come up the side, and then I can do the same thing with a hoop over the top. The hoop would keep the boards from going outward, and the sleeping bag inside would keep them from sliding together too much. So that's or I could just use I'm using these stainless steel turnbuckles that I bought for these carts, but there might be some better materials out in the garage somewhere. I got some fiberglass posts, and I think I've got some landscaping, some green landscaping stakes, and I think those are meant to bend, be custom bent to how you need them to work, and they're probably on sale now. If I can get some, I think they're about 1/2 inch diameter and they're 4 or so feet long. So in a hoop, 4 feet, 4 feet divided by 3 is about 1.2, but double that would be 2 feet across, and that's about what I need, 2 feet wide. Or I could go with, if I can find one 5 foot wide and just bend it into a hoop, that would probably work better also. Don't need just need 2. So just trying to figure out a way to make this set up without needing to anchor it to a floor. And it's real close to accomplishing that all on its own, so it just needs a little bit of tinker work. And I got about a month to figure it out. So that's this is my after hours project. oh boy, here we go. Yep, catch you later.